Alright, in this lesson we're going to continue our work on multiplying polynomials such as these. I'm not going to do an area model, I'm going to do double distributive property. Alright, take a look at problem number 1. We're just going to do the distributive property twice. So first, look at the 5p. Don't pay any attention to this -5 over here. Pretend like that's not there. Okay, instead just focus on the 5p. If I take this and do the distributive property with it, then I've got 5p times 7p. So that's going to be 35p squared. If I do 5p times 6, that's going to be 30p. Okay, now I'm going to switch. Okay, don't pay any attention to that 5p. This time, look at the -5. And we are going to distribute the -5 like this. -5 times 7p is -35p. And -5 times +6 is -30. Okay? Now we do have some like terms that we can put together. Alright, the 3p squared, no likes terms there, so that's 35p squared, I mean. If I put these together, this will be -5p, and then bring down your -30. So that should be your answer to number 1. Alright, let's look at number 2 in the same way. Okay, double distributive property. Maybe I can borrow, never mind. Okay, once again, let's cover up the -8b for a second. Okay. So let's do the distributive property with the 2a. 2a times 6a is going to be 12a squared. 2a times -8b is going to be -16ab. Alright, so that's it for the 2a. Now let's switch gears. Alright, let's get the sign. So we have -8b, and we're going to distribute that here and here. -8b times 6b. Well, 6 times 8 is 48, so that's going to be -48. And b times a is just ab. Just keep them in alphabetical order. And then we'll take our -8b times -8b. Well, -8 times -8 is +64. And b times b is b squared. Combine your like terms and you're done. Okay, so putting these two together, -16 and -48, that's going to be -64 AB. And just bring these two down. So it'll be 12a squared minus 64ab plus 64b squared. So that should be your final answer for number 2. Okay, number 3 must be over here. Alright, let's take a look at number 3. Okay, once again, let's temporarily cover up the 2. And let's do the distributive property with the 5x. 5x times 7x. Well, 5 times 7 is 35. And x times x is x squared. Now 5x times -2, that'll be -10x. Alright, so now let's move that over there. And let's do the distributive property with the 2. Okay, 2 times -7x, I'm sorry, 2 times 7x is 14x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, our like terms are right here. So we will bring down the 35x squared, and then plus 4x, and then minus 4. Okay, that is number 3. Okay, how about number 4? Alright, we want to do the distributive property first with a 6a. So for a moment, I'm going to cover up that negative 6, so I can concentrate on doing the distributive property with the 6a. So I will multiply my 6a here, here, and here. 6a times negative 2a squared. Well, 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. A times a squared is a to the third power. Now 6a times negative 4a. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. A times a is a squared. And finally, 6a times negative 8. Well, that's negative 48, and then you have your a. Okay, now let's cover up the 6a, and let's do the distributive property with the negative 6. Okay, not just 6, negative 6. So, negative 6 times negative 2a squared. Negative times negative is a positive, so that'll be positive 12a squared. Now, a good idea is to start lining up your like terms. So if it's going to be positive 12a squared, it'll actually be very helpful if I write that underneath the other a squared term. Now, negative 6 times negative 4a. Again, negative times negative is a positive. So that'll be a positive 24a. So we'll line it up with this term. And then negative 6 times negative 8. A negative times a negative is a positive. So this will be positive 48. Then just combine your like terms, and that's it. So we'll just bring down the negative 12 a to the third power. Now this will make negative 12a squared when I combine these. And this is going to make negative 24a. And then I'll just bring down the 48. So this should be your answer to number 4. Okay, just doing a little double distributive property. Okay, so those are the 4 problems that were just straight multiplying polynomials. So I'm going to stop this video there. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next video. I will pick up with these applications and sort of real world problems in the next video.